Welcome to this parent video. You will need sound on for this presentation. On each slide of the PowerPoint, you will find a speaker icon to explain each part. Good morning and welcome to our phonics meeting, an introduction to Read Write Inc. My name is Miss Hornby and I oversee Read Write Inc. here at St John Vianney. I am also the hub lead for our English hub. Mrs Dickinson is the Read Write Inc. phonics lead for Foundation Stage, and Mrs Rooney is the phonics lead for Key Stage 1. St John Vianney is a Read Write Inc. model school. We use this programme to teach your child individual letter sounds, to be able to segment and blend, and then read words. This is what we do in our school. Teach a child to read and keep that child reading, and we will change everything, and I mean everything. Research shows that children who learn to read quickly go on to succeed in school and in life. Today, I want to help you understand how your child is learning to read with phonics, specifically Read Write Inc. Phonics is for children in reception, Year 1 and Year 2 who are learning to read. Each half term, we assess and group our children based on their stage of reading and not age of reading. This means all children practice reading at the right level. What Read Write Inc. does is simple. We teach sounds. Children practice reading and spelling words containing these sounds. Then, we give children decodable books containing sounds and words they can read. They read each storybook a number of times at school and again with you at home. On each reading, children's fluency increases and the more they can focus on what the story is about. Children also learn to spell the words they have been reading and develop their ideas into sentences so they can write about the storybooks they have read. Alongside this, we read stories to children, stories they cannot yet read for themselves. Our aim is for children to finish the Read Write Inc. phonics programme quickly so they can start reading these books for themselves. We want to make sure every child learns to read in our school. Some children need extra practice when learning to read, so we teach these children one-to-one for 10 minutes every day on top of their normal group lesson. We make sure they keep up from the beginning and don't need to catch up later on. All words are made up of individual sounds. These sounds are merged together to form words. E.g., in mat, we have the sounds a, t. In the word ship, we have the sounds sh, it. A grapheme is another name for the letters we use to write the sound, the spelling of that sound on the page. Phonics is the method of teaching reading through the identification of sounds and graphemes. The national curriculum ensures that all children are taught phonics systematically. This gives your children the tools to read any word. We use 44 sounds to make all the words in the English language. This means we've got a problem. We've got 44 sounds and only 26 letters. The 26 letters work singly, in pairs, and sometimes in threes to represent one sound. We have to group letters together to write some sounds. For example, IGH, I, AIR, air. In English, we have more than 150 ways to represent 44 sounds using the 26 letters in the alphabet. This makes our language one of the most complex in the world. Using Read Write Inc., we make learning to read easy for children. because we start by teaching them just one way of reading and writing every sound. Here they are on the simple speed sound chart we use in class. We teach the set 1 sounds first. On the chart you can see these are the first 2 grey shaded lines. Children need to know sounds, not letter names, to read words. We teach using pure sounds. We pronounce the sounds clearly using pure sounds. Not m, s, not s, so that your child will be able to blend the sounds together to make the words more easily. You can watch this film of Sylvie on the Ruth Miskin website to practice using pure sounds. Once children know one way of reading and writing every sound, they start to learn spellings for each sound they already know. For example, they know A as in may I play, and now learn A splitty as in make a cake, and A as in AI, snail in the rain, as other spellings for the same sound. Alongside teaching children sounds, we teach them to blend sounds to read words. For example, s, at, sat. We use Fred Talk to help children read. Let me introduce you to Fred. The children will know all about Fred. Fred can only speak in sounds. He says d, o, g, or h, a, t. Speaking like Fred helps children to understand that words are made up of sounds. Fred helps children practice blending sounds together because he needs the children to say the words for him. Fred says d, o, g. The children tell him the word is dog. This is how we quickly teach all of our children to blend. Fred Talk follows a consistent routine. We say the word in sounds as Fred, for example, k, a, t. We ask the children to repeat. We pause to allow children to jump in with the whole word. We say the word in sounds, followed by the whole word, for example, k, a, t, cat, and we ask the children to repeat. Try to use Fred Talk throughout the day at home to help your child practice blending sounds together. Fred Talk words at the end of the sentence and keep the words short and simple. For example, shall we have some l or ch? You can play Fred games with your child at home. We use Fred fingers to help children sound out words to spell easily. It means they do not have to memorize lists of spelling words. It is a tool so they will be able to spell any word. In school, children read each Read Write Ink storybook numerous times in class with their partner. Rereading the same book helps children to become confident readers. Each time they reread, they build their fluency, speed, and comprehension. They love reading and want to read because they can read all the words in the storybook. We set a focus for each reread in school. The first read focuses on reading every word accurately. The second, on reading the story more quickly. The third read on comprehension, understanding what they have read. Then your child brings the same book home to read and enjoy over and over again. We send home a storybook the children can read because we always want them to feel like a confident reader. We want them to be set up to succeed in their reading. We want to make sure they enjoy reading so they want to read. The more they read, the faster progress they will make. In your child's book bag, they will bring home a read writing sound blending book and a CVC little blending book. These will be matched at the same level as your child is currently working at in read writing. There will also be another decodable book. This will be closely matched to the books children read in school, so provide practice of the same sounds. Extra practice at the right level for your child. You can use the strategies taught in class, for example, sounding out loud and Fred in your head. Your child will also have another fiction or non-fiction book. This will be a book that may have unfamiliar words to your child. You will need to support your child with this by reading this book together, or perhaps enjoy as a shared story time. They are not expected to read this story by themselves. In addition to this, when your child reaches the read writing storybook level, they will also bring home the read writing storybook they have read in class. They should read this book a fourth time at home with you to improve their fluency. The children really enjoy rereading the stories they know so well. Finally, your child will also bring home a library book to share with you. This is not aimed at your child's reading level and is expected to be shared with you to develop their love of reading. You can read the story to them, or they can retell the story by looking at the pictures. You are able to watch video tutorials on the Ruth Miskin website to help you understand more about phonics and read writing, and how to practice reading and writing with your child at home. So what can you do at home? Number 1. Try to always use pure sounds and not the letter names. Number 2. Use Fred Talk to read and spell words. Number 3. Listen to your child read every day. Number 4. Enjoy story time and read stories to your child each day. Other parent resources and support can be found on the following websites. You as parents and guardians have the power to change the outcomes for your children. Reading feeds their imagination. It expands horizons and offers new and exciting ways of seeing and making sense of our lives and of the world around us. Please use Tapestry to ask your class teacher any questions you may have about read writing. We are all here and happy to help in any way we can.